Hey, Steven. Anybody else out there? Says we got one person watching. That's all we got watching right now. So we'll give it a few minutes and check my stream health and all that good stuff while we're. Okay, stream health looks good. So we had quite the weekend. It's a 48-hour group bill going on. We had a lot of fun, especially hanging out in the AMC live stream all weekend. And I was on Discord for a little bit. And we've been filling in for Brian on Saturday night. So I had a full weekend going on. It's actually been a full week because I've been on jury duty call, so I missed wasn't picked for the last one, but I got to go back again this week, good for another case. And if they don't pick me this time, then I'm done. I'm good for 6 months. But yeah, so in the 48-hour group build, we did this monogram, 1/32 scale, 69 Charger Hemi Street Machine. It's sublime green. It's the color the plastic was molded in. We just cleaned the plastic up and put decal on there, which I took from a Dodge Demon hood decal, and then cleared it and all that good stuff. We painted the hood black, satin black, because the plastic was so thin that once I painted the back side of it black for the interior of the engine bay, it changed the color of the plastic on the outside. It made it a different shade. Um, we used some 3D resin and some transparent red to make our tail lights for the back. Again, that stripe was a modified stripes from the hood stripes from the Demon kit, and we'll pop the hood off of here. I'll kind of show you what we got going on inside. This is, other than the decal, this thing is 100% out of box. Um, it comes with the blown Hemi engine in it. On the underside, we just painted it basically black, and we picked out the details in silver. So it was a fun little build. I'm not painting most of it. It didn't take as long as it would have if I had I painted it. So we had extra time. So I had this sitting in my stash. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby some time ago. It's the Airfix 1/43 scale Bugatti Chiron. And so I also did this over the weekend. Hey, Chet, how you doing? Did this over the 48-hour build. And we just, the only difference I made was I painted the parts that were supposed to be red. I made them in the green copper color shift. And I'm real happy with the way that turned out. It's a very, very nice little kit for like $12. I went looking to see if they had any other different ones there. A couple different Hobby Lobbies, and the only one they had was the Bugatti. Other than there was some quick click ones, which are like Lego kits, which I didn't get any of those. But yeah, it's nice. It comes with all your decals for your Bugatti badges, and on the back you got focus. If it focus, we got our. That doesn't want to focus. We got our Chiron license plates, and we got the tail light was a decal, and the Bugatti badge on the back was a decal. It's kind of neat. The engine is exposed back in there, and on. I don't know if I can get in there or not very well, but I also did the green to copper color shift on the interior to match the body. But yeah, this is really cool. It's like for $12, it was a blast to build. Okay, let's see going on in the chat. Just still Steven and Chet. Yep. So yeah, so I actually built 2 for the group build, Modeler's 48-hour group build. It's fun. We threw out a discussion during that a little bit about possibly doing a military version of the 48-hour group build later on. So we may get that going sometime in the near future. But hey, Jimmy. But yeah, so that's what we did over the weekend for our the War Eagle. I don't really have any progress to just on it because, one, I'm waiting for stuff to come in for it that's lost in the postal system somewhere, and also I haven't nailed down the color I want to do yet on it. So till I get the color nailed down, I can't really do much more on the body. And I'm waiting on the stuff to do the interior. So I'm kind of at a standstill on that one. While I was at Hobby Lobby, I did picked up a bunch of supplies, and I got a couple kits too. These would be like a slump buster. In between builds, we picked up the Mercedes 32nd scale SSKL, the Rebel kit. It's a starter kit. It's like $12 or $13, something like that. Try to be a fun little build. There's been several unboxing videos on this one, so I won't do that. But this is the kind of thing we'll build. It's a slump buster in between other stuff going on. And we also got the same line. Let me move this up just a hair more. They had this one, which I'd never seen before. It's a 69 Corvette Stingray 132nd scale from Revell. This one we will look at a little bit. Tried getting any ice. Oh, cool. Pull this up in. I looked at it already, so I got the bag on unzip. But yeah, it's not a bad looker. We can put a really cool paint job on it. So it's going to be basic curbside. Not a super amount of detail, but we can do something custom with this. And do cool. Somebody dropped out and they wanted you to fill in. That's cool. So we'll come up with something cool for this. Again, that's another in between build, slump buster, or if all else fails, I mean, the small scale group build comes up in February, so we can use it for that. And what? Oh, I picked up another Aoshima kit, but it's in the other room. It was the Datsun Fairlady 2, the 240ZX looking guy. So yeah, so I picked that one up too, and then I got some supplies because we're always needing supplies. I'm doing my own. If you haven't figured, I'm doing what did you buy Wednesday with the live edition. I picked up another. I needed another blade for my razor saw, so I grabbed that. My metal files I've been using for plastic are kind of on their last leg, so I grabbed a set of these. The 10 needle file set just for detailing, and then I needed another. Excuse me. I needed another. Parts holder I'm sorry, I lost my words. For over by the paint booth, I got one here that I keep parts on, but I want one for in the booth, so when I'm painting, I can stick them in there and let them dry. So that's what I bought. I got a can of TS13 too, but you don't really want to see that. So, but then I did. It came in last weekend or right before last weekend. Move this stuff back over here. I got my Swallowtail came in, and even though I am a gallery affiliate, I paid for this one myself, and we're gonna break this in on our next bill because I'm been playing with fire by using the same airbrushes for acrylic and solvent-based paints. So it means I have to break down and clean the. Anytime I switch back and forth between the two, I have to completely tear down the airbrush and clean it. And because the solvent-based stuff will definitely mess up the acrylics and vice versa. So now I can have and I was going to buy another Black Widow, but this one was just about $10 more at first. So I'd try one of these out because it does have a few more options. You got your cup on the left or right. You can use a siphon feed if you want. I've never been a big fan of siphon feeds, so I've always liked the gravity feed. It does come with a fan, the 0.5 fan needle and cap, or you get a 2.28, which okay, 3, and a 0.5 round nozzle. But we're gonna try that out. I still got to take it down and clean it out because I don't know what kind of manufacturing residue might be in there. But when we do that, we'll do a video on that, breaking it down, cleaning it, putting it together, and trying it out for the first time. We will do a video on that. Yeah, I know you can't have too many, but as part of the problem is I'm playing with fire because if I don't get the thing cleaned out properly, when I switch from say doing the Mr. Surfacer primer, which is a solvent base, and then I go and throw some acrylic paint into the gun without cleaning it, and that solvent will just turn the acrylic into a big mess. But yeah, I've got a couple. I've got one I've never even taken out of the box. I've got a Patriot that I won that I've never even taken out of the box. Oh, I never hooked it up to air. I should put it that way. I've taken it out of the box. So I don't really have a whole lot to work on tonight. But I did, I think we're going to start as a fill-in because this will be long-term, a couple long-term projects. We've got 2 70 Super Bs. We got the Pro Street one and the standard one. We're going to start on the Pro Street one because I got my delivery from Don in. So I now have the Trident hood for it. And so we can start that. And I've shown the picture a few times. I don't have it handy to pull up, but I was cruising the internet one night looking for stuff, and a picture of a Super Bee came up that had the Superbird wing on it, and I thought it looked really cool. So I've already built the wing for this one to go onto here. I've got the decals here. I got everything. Everything is now here, custom 3D wheels, everything. So we'll probably start playing with this one a little bit since I can't do much more on the. Hey Lance, how you doing? We'll probably start messing with this one, doing some fitment stuff and getting it ready. Yeah, that's the kind of varnish. It's not so much the hardener. It's the fact that if you ever had your acrylic paint and you got a little bit of a lacquer thinner or something in it, it just turns it into a super ball. It, just immediately clumps it up. And if I could have that reaction inside the airbrush, then it's a pain in the butt when you tear it out, because then it's got boogers in it that you got to fight with to get clean. So I've got an airbrush I can dedicate solely to acrylic paints, and I can keep the Black Widow for solvent type stuff. So that's the plan anyway. And he sent me 2 of those hoods. So in case one of them doesn't fit or whatever, I got backup. But it looks like it's going to drop right in perfect. So the other one, we'll have to do some cleanup work on it. It's got some needs to be sanded and whatnot to get rid of the chicken skin on the bottom and some of the layer lines on top. We'll hit it with some filler primer too. Okay, yeah, this one is would take a little bit of sanding to get it to fit, but the other one does fit. So, I mean, just a little bit. It just won't quite go in, but just running the file down the side of it a couple of times, a couple of swipes we'll get it to fit. I'd rather it be too tight than too loose. But yeah, it lines up. Looks like it lines up real good for what's going on the panel lines and everything else. I have not heard anything recently on Papa Z's wife over what was last Saturday. So I don't know. He may pop in and say, hey. We'll just keep him in his prayers. Keep Ryan in your prayers as well. He's gonna have to go have surgery for his eye, so he's gonna be out of commission for a while. And Papa's recovering from his surgery, and Donnie is waiting for results from his tests. So all you old parts are breaking down. I don't know what to do. I don't think it would hurt to text him. I mean, if he's not feeling it, he can just ignore you. Hey Johnny, how you doing? So here is, stick it on here. That's the wing that I scratch built for it. Let me see if I got that picture on this computer. I think I do. Let me look real quick. Pictures. Cars. Yes, I do have it on here. Okay. Let me get it pulled up. Well, I don't want to reboot my computer right now. All right. Get back over here. Push the button. Yeah. We are, but not all of us. So you got little Jimmy in there, and there's young guys around. Yeah. Okay, add this to the stage. Get full screen. Go back over here. So this is the picture I found cruising the internet one night. It's your 70 Super B, but it's got the It's got the Daytona Charger, aka Superbird wing on the back, and it's got the pickle fork hood on it, and it's got stock wheels. But so we're doing is a Pro Street version of. I've got the Pro Street version of the stock wheels for it, and it's kind of in this burnt yellow or burnt orange kind of color. But I'm going to use some tropical glitz paint on it. It's got kind of a coppery color. It's called Cheeto Fingers. But yeah, that's the plan for this one, is to build this, or a Pro Street version of that. Over here, back up on the screen. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. This has got the tropical glitz. The color's name is Cheeto Fingers. It's not as orange as I wanted it to be, what I thought it would be when I ordered it, but it does look good. There's the spoon at. There it is. That's the color that it is. So I think it'll look good on there. And so be a close representation of that picture. That picture is the inspiration. And I know people have asked lately, what is your inspiration for a build? Well, there it is, that picture. So we've got a coronet with the Trident hood. If I can get it back in there now. Got the coronet with the Trident hood and the Super B wing. So that is the plan. So I've got we have the Pro Street wheels of the that's stock Chrysler. I've got the center caps for them. Let's see if I'm gonna get the front ones because you can see them better. They're not in the shadow. Yeah, those are the fronts. So we got the center cap to go on there. But since we're doing the Pro Street, those are the wheels going under the back. And this kit I do believe has a Hemi in it. But I may save this for the other one, for the street version. Do like a resto mod. I've got this modern 5.8 liter Hemi out of the Chrysler 300 that I may maybe put that one in the street machine version of this, since this one is the Pro Street, and it already we'll have to adjust it anyway because I'm not going to cut a hole in the hood for the tunnel ram to stick out of. So yeah, so that's the plan on this one anyway. Hey John, how you doing tonight? Saw your GTO body. That's looking sharp, looking very, very sharp. So let's take that off for now. Put that out of the way. Save that one. Save just a little bit of sanding on the sides of that one. Should make it all right. Because it fits pretty well already. When I start my builds, this is generally where I start, is at the body most of the time. I don't really. What's the sense in doing all the rest of it if the body's already is best up? Well, John, my Pontiac War Eagle is on hold until I get parts in that are lost in the post office postal system. That should have been here. And the tracking said that they left the post office before my post office yesterday or Monday, but it never showed them arriving anywhere. So they're just out in limbo. I don't know where they did with them. That's fine. Don't have to work on stuff all the time. That, and I still haven't committed to a color for that Pontiac War Eagle yet. So until I commit to a color, I kind of can't really progress forward too much more, because the chassis is basically ready. On it, it's basically doing the body. Started open box monogram 39 Chevy Coupe. We got it to swap meet. And no chrome taillight bezels. The tire. Well, wheels and tires are easy because I hardly ever use the kit ones in that kit that they came with. I mean, I'm not saying I won't use them, but they hardly ever end up on the kit that they actually came in. I don't have a 39 Chevy Coupe laying around, or I'd look for parts for you. But that's something you could probably make. I just cleaned my paint booth completely. I took everything out, took all my liner out, took the aluminum foil out, wiped the whole thing down with lacquer thinner. The little service on my fans, get them a little shot of lubricant, that they'll run a little bit quieter. Mainly because I didn't want everybody to see how nasty my booth was when I demoed that new airbrush. Let's give us the grill so I can fit that. Make sure it fits right. If I remember correctly, this one does come with the parts for the stock Hemi, the stock engine in there as well, so I could probably not have to worry about building it, cutting a hole in the hood. Oh, I got stuff everywhere. All right. Okay, let's get this off. So I can test fit that against the hood, because the hood's got to fit down into the grill. The 41 Willys has the 392 in the kit. I don't have a whole lot of gasser style kits back there in the back in the stash. Okay, that needs to be sanded a little bit. I can see that already. Okay. We'll have to put a little styrene. Looks like we'll have to put a little styrene in the back here of the hood. Close up that gap so that we get a good fit. Fit up here front. Okay, let's check the other one. Okay, it's got the same basic gap at the back, but we'll be able to just glue a little half round or something in there. That's not going to be a big deal. Okay. Let's go back to hood number 1. Yeah, 2K fumes are a little bit strong. You definitely want to have your N95 respirator on when you're messing with that stuff. Hey, Boston, how you doing tonight? Get a little water going on here. Let's see what I'm doing. We finally had a break in the heat today, so we're not boiling hot anymore for a day or so. Eating biscotti being later. There's some chicken livers into the spaghetti sauce and mushrooms, maybe. We're going to be making taco salad tonight after we get done here. And got the veggies and the sour cream and all that good stuff for making taco salad. Yeah, I think we get some filler primer on that. We'll be good. Italian sausage would work good in spaghetti sauce. That's usually what I use is sweet Italian sausage. Meatballs. Now you're gonna have me wanting pasta. I said I'm having taco salad tonight. I don't know which is worse. When they bring the mold line from the back down to the back corner of the window and out there, or when they run it across the B pillar. I honestly think it's worse when it's down here. It's because it's so hard to get in there and clean it, because you got such a tight area to work in. It's a smaller seam, but you got so much less space to work in. Hey, Mike, how you doing tonight? Getting hungry, yeah. '56 T-Bird has the worst mold lines. Hey Ken, how you doing tonight? If any guys want to hop in, the link is pinned. Actually, now we got more people here. I'll go back. I'll backtrack to the top. Pepper, onions, and kielbasa. Cool. Say I showed this at the beginning, but you guys weren't here yet, so we'll do it. We'll do it again. There's my second build for the 48-hour group build. This is the Airfix 1/43 scale Bugatti Chiron. A nice little fun kit. This is like $12 at Hobby Lobby for these. I painted it with the green copper instead of the red, but other than that, I basically built it out per instructions out of box. It's a cool little kit. Has a really nice interior in it. You can see the tops of the engines through the vents in the back there. Yeah, it's a real cool little guy. It went together well. It's a fun little guy. So we had that one, and then the first build we finished was the monogram Charger, 32nd scale, 69 Hemi Charger street machine, in the sublime green, which is the color of the plastic. We didn't paint it. We did take the salvage a decal stripe, hood stripe from the Demon kit, and used it for a little different looking tail stripe for the Charger. We used transparent red and some resin to do our tail lights. Yeah, it gives it an interesting look. We got the hood in black because the plastic was so thin that when I painted the underside to match the engine bay, it changed the color of the hood. There's the hood or engine there. It's got the blown dual quad Hemi engine in there. Not bad for detail. Even you won't be able to see these probably very well, but it has even has the heater hoses in there already. So it's a cool little monogram kit. This one was given to me by Lieutenant Dan. About the only thing I'm not a big fan of is the wheels, but we can get something printed and swap that out in the future. But I was really impressed with that Bugatti. Figuring 143rd Airfix for like $12. It's going to be not much of nothing, but it actually was a pretty decent kit. I'm real happy with the way it turned out, and it went together very well. No real flash to speak of on it. And so that was the only one of those I found. I know they have, some of you guys have said at your Hobby Lobby, they had the Aston Martin, which I'll try to pick one of those up if I see one. So those little 143rd and 132nd scale cars are great for slump busting or in between other builds. Like what I normally would have been doing instead of this tonight would be something like that. Because I'm waiting for stuff for the Pontiac. And the Ayoshima kits that they have, those are really nice too. Yeah, I did work in the culinary field for a long time. For me, it would be cooked to what's called blue, which is extra rare. Just basically warms it up. Most people prefer medium rare to medium. That's medium rare to medium is probably the best overall for flavor, texture, juiciness, the whole thing. I mean, I do like them rare. I prefer what they call blue, which is just barely putting on the grill long enough to put stripes on it, and that's about it. But yeah, I think overall, probably medium rare to medium is probably the best balance of flavor, texture, juiciness for the whole thing. Yeah, I know Kevin likes his turned into charcoal, but now my hamburgers, I want those medium well, just because of their ground. With ground meat, there is a better chance of getting if it's not cooked thoroughly, getting some food poisoning from, because on a steak, everything that could contaminate it is on the outside, and when you hit it on the fire for a few seconds, that 500-600 degree fire, that's all cleaned up and good. But when you grind it up, like for sausage or hamburger, then that contamination can go all the way through and be everywhere inside it. So I do like my burgers medium well. That, and with the higher fat content, it can be kind of waxy almost taste to them if the burger is too rare, unless it's really lean. But everybody's to each his own. I had several chefs and such that I worked with said that I was best at preparing fish that they had ever seen, and I can't stand fish. Nope, don't eat it. I can barely tolerate canned tuna for a tuna salad. That's about it. But apparently, I had the knack to be able to cook it just right, and it works. Hey, Karen. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How you doing?
We're here.
All right.
We're on the food channel tonight.
The what channel?
The food channel. Everybody's discussing dinner and what they want to eat and all that stuff.
Oh. All right, I'm trying to figure out my camera here. What the hell's going on? I'm not used to being a guest. I'm more used to hosting, so the equipment works a little different. You guys did good on that 48-hour build last week.
Yeah, I always enjoy doing those.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe next year I'll get into it. I was a little tied up this time.
Yeah, and if it works out where you can't do it those exact days or times, Craig allows you the flexibility because not everybody's off on Saturday and Sunday. I know when I was still working, my days off were Tuesday and Wednesday. So
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty much free all the time. See, I can't zoom that camera. So I'm working on my 48 Chevy sedan delivery.
yeah, John, you'll enjoy it. It's more about hanging out all that time than anything else. But uh, and conversing with like-minded people for 2 days. We used to do it back in the old Google Plus days. We did it straight through. We'd have the live stream open for the 48 hours straight and do all the building on the stream. And that was interesting, especially come about 3 a.m. Sunday morning when people were really worn down.
I'm good, John. Just read the comments there. Nice logo.
Yeah, Kevin, you can't go wrong with some of the snap kits, especially the modern ones. The Aoshima kit that I just built was really nice.
Right.
Yeah, it was back in the Chevy Cheeseburger days. Yeah, we did it every month. And I've usually failed on a regular basis when we were doing it once a month. But again, I was working too at that time, so. I don't mind doing curbsides. Never have. Just means you got more time to spend detail on the body and stuff. In fact, I got a bill coming up where it's going to have to be curbside because all the electronics are going to have to go under the hood, so there ain't going to be no room for no engine.
I think I would still be happy if I could just paint and decal and clear and then let somebody else put my stuff together.
Yeah, final assembly seems to be where I screw things up the most.
It's not going to work.
If I'm going to mess it up bad, that's usually when it is when I'm doing final assembly. Can't tell you how many times I've had to mask off a fender or a rear quarter, just like on the real car, and fix the paint because I screwed it up while I was putting the car together. Had some super glue on my finger or something that I didn't notice, and put a big fingerprint on the super glue fingerprint on the side of the car or something. I have to sand it down, mask it off, and repaint. When you're doing a candy or a pearl finish, that's a serious issue.
Yep.
Because you got to try and match. Okay. Yeah, well, it's the price we pay. You have to watch the commercials whether you want to or not, unless you want to pay the extra money. I can't wait for next week to get over so I'll quit having to watch the political ads.
You're right.
Our primary here in Missouri is Tuesday. So they're laying them on heavy right now. Yeah, I have no issue with curbside because I would prefer my models have the hood on there. So it doesn't really matter what's under the hood if the hood is down right.
Yeah, because that's one of my peeves about the shows is having the hoods off. I prop all my hoods up with little magnets at the shows, but then that is such a hassle getting all the cars staged.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same way with the aircraft models. When I go to the shows or the magazines, you see them all, they look like a dissected frog. And it's like, it's hard to appreciate the lines of the aircraft or the car when it's all blown apart like that.
Right.
It's one of the one of my favorite builds is my '69 Firebird because it has a clear hood.
Yeah, there you go.
So I could deck out the engine and still put the hood on it, preserve the lines of the car. And AMT used to do, and MPC used to do that quite a bit, to include a clear hood. They don't do it no more. Yes, I mean, I appreciate seeing all the detail under there, and I like looking at that, but it's for most time it just spoils the lines of the car. So I'd like to do a lot of like Sunday sleeper type cars, so that you've got, you gotta have your big tires and stuff on it, but it's not advertising. Look at me.
Oh, darn it. I didn't plan on that correctly. Shoot. All right.
Yeah, well, Mark Batson did have a build at Acme a couple years ago, which was perfect in my eyes. He built the car, had the hood on. It was a big engine, came poke through the hood. But then sitting next to the car, he had a second identical engine on a stand, so he could show off all the detail of the engine without showing, without having to have the car to have disassembled.
Yeah, see, there's ways around. Just takes imagination.
Yeah.
Well, I designed this whole decal for my car, but I didn't realize those front fenders are so massive that they hide it.
It still looks good.
Yeah. See what I can do here. I guess if I move it to the top and back.
I bet we'll still be able to see that line. What's planes? Yeah, it's gonna go through the paint. I'm gonna have to work that some more. Yeah, see, there's another one. Hot rods, I'm fine with, having no hood on those. They look okay that way. It's like they were intended for to be hoodless. I like a lot of these, especially these 60s and 70s muscle cars. The hood was kind of the signature piece on the car because they were all built on the same A-body platforms. The grills, the taillight, and the hood was the things that made it stand apart.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? Does that decal look okay? Because I didn't plan
for that. Blow it up for everybody.
I didn't plan for that fender to come back that far, so I had to raise that decal way up.
That looks good. That looks good.
You think it's all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could live with that. This is my shop truck for Acme.
Oh, cool.
Shop truck.
Yeah, that's going to be a popular category at Acme, I think, this year. lots of people I know are getting their shop trucks ready for.
Yeah, I had one, but it was like already built, so it's like, well, okay, I guess I'll make another one. Just about got my trip all booked. I still need to get a couple hotel stays because we're making a week's vacation out of it all.
Cool.
Guess I got to get tickets to Dollywood too. I promised Debbie that we would be passing through there, Gatlinburg and stuff. So.
I enjoy it. That's like a highlight of my year going down there. It's like summer vacation and class reunion and the whole works all rolled into one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Nice time of year to travel to. October should be pretty.
Oh yeah. Well, that's still summertime down there.
Yeah, be pretty leaving here.
But yeah, the Friday and Saturday night at the hotel are almost more fun than the show itself. But the show was great. Unfortunately, every year that I've gone, we've had good weather, so everybody could get out on the patio there at the hotel and commune.
Yeah, I'm not staying at the host hotel, but
I'm not either.
I'm right next door, I think. I forget which hotel. I'm at a Hilton, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. It's like a half a block away. The next street over. That's what I'm thinking it is. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Mine is at the day's end. I'm just up there right at the junction of the highway.
That might be it.
75.
I'll look at them right after I get this decal on.
That's where it's basically 2 stoplights away. But I'm only in my room to sleep. Basically. So otherwise, I'm at the show or at the courtyard. So I get the cheap hotel or cheaper hotel. It's a nice place. I just remodeled it. 2 years ago they started and it was finished when we were there last year. And there's Waffle House and Burger King right there. So McDonald's catty corner across the street. So you got food, big gas stations there. So everything I needed.
Cool.
And it worked out for the 2 nights is right at $200. So it's about basically what the courtyard is for 1 night. I've got 2 nights.
Yeah, I really have trouble, a couple $100 for a motel or hotel room.
Yeah.
100 is all right, in today's world.
It's 80, but then you pay your by the time taxes and stuff are on there. It's right at $100 a night, which is still highway robbery, but it's better than 200. Okay. That one will be okay. I don't think we'll see that one through there. This one will still issue. And best off, you get to go to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I've never been to one of those. Got to give me a coffee mug or something.
Yeah. It's between Cartersville and Chattanooga. 175 is Buc-ee's, so we get to go there. You go there just to go to the bathroom, if nothing else. The bathrooms there are amazing.
Huh. Okay. So that worked out good. Those are clear decals.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept my color light enough that they would work.
They work out, yeah. That's the easiest way around the inkjet printer issue. Just put them on a light colored car. Otherwise, you have to cut out a base on with white decal paper to put
Yeah,
that one on.
I've done it both ways, but the clear is just easier to deal with if you do it right.
Because I can't afford a 4-color laser printer. Well, I can afford the 4-color laser printer. I can't afford the toner for the 4-color laser printer.
Of course, I wouldn't mind. Hey, if you want to go in with me on it, let's go $10,000 and get one of those white printers.
Yeah.
Because obviously, what's his name? STS. He can't keep up, so
can't keep up. Yeah.
Plenty of room for us to make some money.
Yeah, because the right when everybody figured out that the Alps printer was perfect for printing decals, they quit making them. The 4-color laser printer is about the same price that you'd pay for a good Resin 3D printer, but it's just the toner is so freaking expensive for them.
All right.
Because they also do print white.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Or they can. It just depends on what color toner you put in them. You can pick 4 colors to put in there, and you can pick white as one of the colors. But the toner cartridges are so expensive.
Yeah.
Each cartridge is between $200 and $500, and the printer is around $700. But it's just insane amount for a printer, unless you were doing it full time professionally. Yeah. You'd almost be better off with a good plotter. You just die cut all your stuff out of brisket and paint it on.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy a Cricut eventually. I was going to get one. I was ready to pull the trigger, and then I spent all this money on storm cleanup and new roof and all that, and I gotta be careful for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's like every time Harbor Freight comes on with a good sale on the air compressors that I want, then I'm always broke that week. Which was even last week. They had 25% off coupon, which I would have used for that compressor I wanted, but being end of the month on pension, there is not much money left to do that.
Yeah, Chad, I understand that. It's more than just a printer. You got to be able to design them. So far, ChatGTP is my designer.
I use Google Photos a lot, and I use Paint for a lot of the decals I have made in the past. but I have to refigure it out on my new computer because on my old one, I knew exactly what size to make it on the screen to make it come out the right size on the paper.
All right. Like I don't even have a photo editing software. I've been using Microsoft Word, but it has rulers and stuff, so I'm able to just use their ruler and put pictures on it and manipulate them that way. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. When a Microsoft works instantly on these thin clear ones.
On a smooth surface like that, they shouldn't need a whole lot.
Yeah, I put just
you're
a
more
little
bonding than anything else.
where the door lock is and the door gap. I just put a little tiny bit there. Right.
Okay, I think that's good. Well, I can still feel it. Can't see it, but I can still feel it. You can feel it. You're going to see it through the paint.
Yeah, Kevin, I had to break 3 of my piggy banks. Oops.
Oh, I don't miss playing football. My body definitely doesn't miss playing football. Yes, look, I've had real good results with the Kaleido clear varnish. I'm sold on it. 100% sold on it. I put about 9 or 10 coats on, put it in a dehydrator overnight. You can wet sand it, polish it, just like lacquer.
Yeah, it saves you all that hassle of mixing the hardener or keeping hardener around in hand. Hardener going bad on you.
Especially when I come in this winter, that means I won't have to vent my paint booth outside. I can just do the bucket filter.
Yep.
To catch any solids. I don't have to worry about the smell.
I'm going to spray some lacquer primer tomorrow on purpose because I just vented outside for the first time. I drilled a hole through the wall. So I want to test it out, see.
Right now, I just dragged the hose out the door. The basement door is right behind me, right behind my paint booth.
That's exactly.
But then in the wintertime, that's not really feasible.
That's exactly what I was doing, and I just changed it out.
And if I can get around to doing it and get the mechanical rooms rearranged, I can move my workbench and stuff into there, and then I can vent out there without any trouble. But if I go to get these acrylics being so good, I may not have to worry about it. A flat file. That's all right. I got a whole bunch of Japanese pesos and they're like completely worthless. My grandfather brought them back from World War II as souvenirs.
Okay. Oops, almost dumped my microsaw
Oh, been there, done that.
for the 20th time. Okay. Do you ever have a model with these hard plastic gangster white walls?
Yes.
What have you used to paint them, or did you just leave them?
I just left them exactly the way they were. Just put them in the tires.
That's what I'm kind of thinking
If
about.
if you want them to be a little more satin, you could always kind of sand them a little bit, scuff them up.
Yeah, that's a good
Hit
idea.
them with a little 2000 or something just to take the shine off of them.
I think I'll get one all assembled and see what it looks like, because I'm leaning that way myself.
Yeah, the 59 Cadillac had them that way. All the Hasagawa kits I built had them that way. Probably got a set of them laying. The Hasagawa ones. Where's the Cadillac ones? Another box. Yeah, there's a set of the ones for the Cadillac. And the tires, yeah, they just press in there. These are already, this set I got is already pretty satin, but yeah, just a hit with the 1000 or 1200 grit sandpaper just to knock the sheen off of them and stick them in there.
Yep, I think that.
I got some that are put together here somewhere. I have 3 boxes of wheels. And I blame 3D printing for that problem. Because I don't have to use the kit wheels unless I want to anymore. So now I got boxes of unused wheels. But I'll use them in other projects a lot of times too.
I need to do all on my resin wheels. I need to go through them all and kind of get them all pre-chromed and pre-painted and assembled. Because they're pretty much always going to be the same unless I want to do steelies. Like my engines, I started building out my 3D engines.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I don't have that assembled. I thought I had that assembled set. Oh, no, I don't. I used them on that Corvette. That's why I don't have them. Duh. I've got unassembled set, but I don't have the assembled one anymore. Used it on that Corvette. I'll give you a good one there, Sluggo. When I saw War Games, I happened to be in La Junta, Colorado at NORAD. At Cheyenne Mountain.
Hey, Jerome, how you doing?
Yeah, I saw Jaws in the drive-in when it came out. I'd say I haven't been in the ocean since, but I live as far away from the ocean as you possibly can, so that's not really an excuse. Especially since bull sharks have swam up the river as far as St. Louis anyway. They've caught them. Because they operate in freshwater just as well as they do in saltwater. The only thing holds them back is the temperature, so they either have to go back south or they die in the wintertime. Yeah, they've been caught near my house, north of St. Louis. About every 5 or 6 years, somebody will catch one, snag one on the line. Of the bull sharks. Yep, they come all the way up. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of that for sure on the back ones. Okay. Most people that I showed Jaws to that had never seen it before was the most thing they're most upset about is the dog getting eaten.
Yeah.
So if that shark eats that dog, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, the dog never seen again.
Amazing though, as I watched documentaries on that, and the shark barely worked. The budget was really low. I mean, but it was really a good movie.
Yeah. Part of that was because you didn't really see the shark that much until the end of the movie.
Yeah, there's just something about just that fear factor, I guess. The music, that shark music was perfect.
Well, John Williams knows what he's doing. Bruce the shark, it's actually sank. They had to rescue it. There's a model kit out of Bruce the shark that they used in the movie, the mechanical shark.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One side shows the shark itself, and then turn it around the other side, it's got all the mechanical workings and the hydraulic hoses and all that stuff in it. Clear, just spray it on. I do add a little bit of retarder to it, Donnie, just it helps it smooth, level out a little bit. You get a little smoother. It doesn't take much.
One thing I found about the Kaleido paints, and it's not really a diss because in my opinion, it's the best water-based acrylic out there, but I do find inconsistency in the thickness by color. So like you can't just like if you're in the habit of cutting by 10% thinner or something, you just don't arbitrarily want to do that.
Yeah, with all of them, yeah.
Sometimes you got to thin.
Yeah, I found with the translucents, they work a whole lot. You have a lot more control over them if you mix those into the clear as opposed to shooting those full
Right.
screens, because the pigment is so intense in them that it's real easy to get too dark too fast. So that's what I've been doing. I've been mixing up about 5 milliliters of the clear with a drop or two of the retarder, and then add the translucent color in until I get to the shade I want. I've got a lot more control of the color.
There you go.
Which is the trouble I've had with doing Tamiya clears in the past. It's so hard to get an even coverage.
Yeah.
I haven't had trouble with the lumps in the paint there, Kevin. It's just that a lot of them are inconsistent in it where you get a smooth finish.
I definitely strain my paints when I'm adding like hardener to to that, because you get those little crystals around the lid of the bottle or whatever. They'll give your airbrush a bad day. This is probably the first model I've done with gangster white walls because I'm usually building muscle cars.
Cool. I did the Stowbolt Chevy last year for the 24 hours thing. I put the wide whites on it, and I put Krieger's on the wide whites. It looked pretty cool.
Ooh, these rims even got air valves in them. Huh. Okay.
Whites are just like your hair. Oh yeah, you gotta strain it. What I was talking about was that I think it has to do with the paint itself. It doesn't once it's thin, it doesn't want to spray evenly. It wants to almost bead up sometimes, and then when it dries, you'll have spots, speckles in it, lighter and darker. On those on a solid color, it doesn't really matter as much because you can't see it, but on a translucent, that's where you can see that. Like if you're gonna paint a car candy apple red and paint the doors and the hood, not on the body, there ain't no way you're ever gonna get them exactly the same color.
Yeah.
And to me, it clears. That's the issue I was having, was that was.
I love my MCW enamel 2K clear, but keeping the hardener in pristine condition is my pain in the ass. Kevin gave me the tip to keep it in the fridge, which helped, but still not 100% guarantee to preserve it once you break that air seal.
Yeah.
$6 for a bottle, and sometimes you only get, you should be able to get like 10 paint jobs out of it, but sometimes I've only gotten one.
So when I do use 2K, I usually get 6 or 8 bodies lined up, and then I'll get a can of spray max and just shoot them all at one time out of the rattle can.
Yeah, that's a good idea. See, that's my problem with the Revell Chrome spray can, which I still have. I keep telling myself that I should just do all kinds of chrome ahead of time, but I don't. So you spray like 1 or 2 little pieces. That wastes a lot of that can. Oh yeah, those wheels are going to be pretty. I just kind of mocked this one up.
Yeah, those look nice.
I'm debating whether I want that outside ring or chrome ring or not. My little magnifier light really washes out the light.
Yeah.
It's a problem when I do my videos. I have to look through the magnifier to see, but then when I go to edit my videos, the footage is so washed out. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you for the tip. I just kind of scuffed up that white wall with a little Trizac. I don't think it needs painted.
Yeah. Yeah, you just want it. What was that nice little kind of satin? Take the sheen off of them.
I just can't decide if I want that outside trim ring or just my steely showing. It's a tough one. If you put the trim ring on, barely any of the steel rim shows.
Well, in real life, that probably been the first thing to go. First time they got flat tire, probably never went back on again.
Yeah.
Kind of like the wheel skirts.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning. Which one do you like better, Kevin? The trim ring on or the trim ring off? I'm thinking if I just put a little panel liner on there on the Steely, and then just that center baby moon.
Yeah, I think you're better off without it.
Look nicer. Hold that up to the camera.
Yeah, I think without the trim ring.
I agree. Okay, good.
So otherwise, you could do two with and two without, and just depending on which way you liked it, put that side of the car forward.
All right, I have to save that other decals so that I can put them on my video for my build. So I put on one side so I can see here, and it worked good. I should have really stuck with my original idea too. I was going to cut that back door and have it open. It's too late now that I painted it, but I was going to have little model boxes on the back. Could put them in the back window.
Yeah. I like on the screen with the two of us, little King Bob figures, like looking right over the top of yours, like looking in what you're doing.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yes, I go. I was more of an American Racing Wheels one back in the day over the Kragers. The center lines. Yeah, the Kragers and the Torque Thrust were kind of low on my radar. In fact, when I bought my '77 TA, it had Kragers on them, and I traded them for a set of snowflakes.
Yeah, the classic Krager is the wheel for me. Kevin, I check your text right now because of the way I got my phone mounted for this stream. I can't check my text. I'll check after I sign off.
Now the Krager wheels that they put in 66 Nova Pro Street kit, those are cool. But again, Kevin, Atomic City is bringing out. I need to get one because my dad had this car, the '73 Cutlass station wagon. That's supposed to be out. This might be out now. But I already got too many things going on right now, so I'll have to wait for it. Because I got where is it at? We have this one I need to get built. My my Pontiac Ventura, I need to get that one going. It's gonna be a fun build.
Yeah, I picked one of those up at a show this year. Guy warned me that there was all kinds of little issues with it, but he spent like a half hour telling me everything that I needed to do building it. And I said, "Sir, you don't understand. That's going to be sitting on my shelf for who knows how long. I'm not going to remember all this."
Well, I got that one from Don, and he said it basically uses the old Pro Nova as a donor for glass and interior and chassis and all that stuff, so it should be too bad. And I got this one. This was going to be a fun one. We've got the Crow, the Pro Mod 70 GTO. That's going to be a fun one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be sharp. What color did you pick for that one?
Well, the one I'm going to do is the black one.
Okay.
Which is the one that he races most of the time. The white Pro Mod one I didn't care for as much as the black one. That's going to be. So those are two upcoming projects that I want to get done before Acme. I want to have both of them ready.
You know, I got to give a shout out to Dylan Node of Nodes Models. Custom. So he's brand new. You know, he's only got like 200 something subscribers. Really nice kid. He's only 28. But I was on Tim Shields. I was watching Tim Shields' live cast with him the other day, and he had Dylan on. And Dylan's going to be doing a giveaway with the 73 Mach 1 from AMT. And I was kidding him about it because, well, I mean, I do want the model, but I was saying I must win that because I just did that Gone in 60 Seconds wrecked version of the car.
Yeah.
And I decided I want to have a perfect version too. And I have enough yellow paint left over. So anyways, I get an email from him. He found me one, and he's going to mail it to me and refuses to take any money for it. What a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. I kind of look at that. I'm kind of the same way. Figured somebody, I'll pay it forward, or somebody else will pay it forward. And...
Right. Yeah, I was going to do that for John, Def John, when I picked up my 60 Nomad at, Hobby Lobby, because he's been looking for that. So he told me that. I ran right back out of the Hobby Lobby the day after I bought mine because I was going to do the same thing. I was going to get it for him, and darn if they weren't sold out.
Yeah, he got one. He posted a video. He went to a show and he bought one of the open box of the 66 GTO, and he was going through it, and the windshield had a huge tire burn in it.
Ow!
I told him, well, I had one that I could send him, and he said, great. So I just sent him the whole kit, brand new one, all sealed.
Oh wow! No, that's nice. That's a stand-up thing.
And I sent him the Pontiac poker chip too. So now he has to do 100 years of Pontiac group build car.
And then, of course, there's my buddy Kevin Smith, who gifted me 2 of his builds. What a guy.
Yep, I've got one of his. We did a swap. I sent him my Cutlass, and he sent me a Mustang. Was it GT 500? I think it was. I don't remember off the top of my head. Hey, Jason, how are you doing tonight? You recovered from the weekend yet? Oh, they had them at the Hobby Lobby yesterday when I was there. That Malco gasser. Didn't get. Oh, Jason. The Pontiac guy's doing another Mopar. I think you're rubbing off on me.
Chet's got to be happy with you.
Oh, for the 48-hour build, Jason was building a GM and I built a Mopar. So it was like in a different world, different. Bizarre, like was it the Bizarro world from Superman? Yeah, Chad, I would scour cults because there's enough of the guys on here that have a printer would sure want them with somebody who would print it for you if there's one file available. Let's see if that's going to be enough. That's just about right. What size is this? And Jason, we're doing a super bee. We got the pickle fork hood. I built the wing for the back. All the matching picture I found on the internet. That sounds cool, Jet. I kind of got my hands full with the some of the other contests I'm entered. Gallery Creators Cup took up quite a bit of my time. Kind of got me behind on some of the other stuff I wanted to get done. Okay. Speaking of which, the Pinewood Derby Group build starts on Saturday. I'm looking forward to that one too.
You ever start a build where even just starting out, you weren't into the kit at all? Maybe the design of the car or something, but it just grew on you as you were coming along with it.
Oh,
It's like this sedan delivery. It's not my flair, but I figured, well, that'd be a good shop truck. And I wasn't all that thrilled about getting started, but as I move along, I'm just falling more and more in love with the whole idea of it.
it's not so much that. I mean, I'm more the other way around, I guess. I've done a couple builds that I built just because they needed to be built or wanted to try something out, but wasn't really my thing. Or been in a couple out of your comfort zone group builds type thing, and kind of found some things that I didn't like building, but
Yeah.
like Gundams. I built a Gundam and it was like, yeah, this is cool, but it's just not me.
Right. Then I guess one would ask, well, Ken, why would you be buying kits that you're not even liking?
Cover art.
Yeah, that gets me all the time.
And I could probably pretty safely say it's been probably about 20 years since a kid has defeated me. Or just gave up on it.
I haven't given up on anything yet. There's been times where I've like glued the hood shut, because it just wasn't going to work any other way. Stuff like that. But I kept rolling,
But I have had some like mainly with like aircraft where you bought the kit and started building it and realized how bad it was and just lost interest in it, and you just finished it real quick just to get it off your table.
Yeah.
That I have done. Okay, let's put a little clear resin on that too. So that when we file it back, it'll smooth out real nice. What did the world do before we had UV resin?
Yeah, I'm loving that stuff. The acrylic pens, the UV resin, panel liner, all the goodies that I didn't know about when I was a kid.
Having to fill something in, let it dry, sand it down, fill it in again because the filler shrunk, sand it down, fill it in again. Just keep going until you finally get it flushed out. Only about 2 months later, it shrunk some more, and you can still see it. For the resin goes in there.
Lugo's got a comment saying that I have a calming voice and I should do bedtime stories. You know who would be good at that is Grandpa Mark.
Yeah,
he's got the voice for bedtime.
He's got that Tom Bodette kind of voice.
My problem is I'm too dyslexic to read stories. I'd be tripping up all the time.
All right, so I go have a good night. Either me or Dan will be on Saturday night, so you can hook up there if you want.
See you, Lugo.
Because Brian's going to be out of commission for a while. Oh, sorry. I'll put some on the inside too. I had to extend this hood by about 1/2 mil. The gap was too big at the back. So I've glued some strip on. And now I'm kind of encasing that in the resin. Once that's cured, I can sand it down, pile it down, and you won't ever be able to see it was there. Well, you can see it because it's clear until I paint it, but also, like with the resin, you can move it around and play with it till you get it right where you want.
Yeah,
you want it, let it settle in.
Isn't that the thing? And I found that the light penetrates. Like I put it places where I thought, well, I don't know if the light's actually going to be able to hit it. Like meshing two parts together, but that light seems to find its way.
Yeah.
But I
I
do
have
like
to.
you can set it where you want it. Like that's probably too beautiful to paint.
Kevin wants to know who your next guest is after Jerome.
Fred Henry. Just spoke to him earlier today.
Snappy Pappy.
Yep. So for my September show. Got to get you on there one of these days too, Bob.
Sure. Just rattle my cage. I'll come out.
Yeah.
I'm online almost every day anyway.
I decided though that I'm gonna just stick with the once a month. I think I can give a better production that way.
Yeah, when you're doing the more interview type show as opposed to like this, where I mean, just tonight it just happens to be just you and me, but normally this is just more of a hangout and informal gathering type thing. You get 5 or 6 people in here chatting away. You never know where the subject matter is going to take you.
Right. Yeah, and these are my favorite kind of live streams. What we're doing right here.
Yeah.
Like even if I do it solo, it's my favorite kind because I can just talk to the comments as I'm working. And
back in Google Plus days, I used to just turn on, start a live, be sitting here. I was working night shifts, so I would get home at midnight. And when I sit down to bench, I would turn Google Plus on and just run a live stream with just me sitting there building. If anybody happened to pop in and say chat or whatever, that was great. If not, then
yeah, I'm
that was
amazed.
all live. None of it got recorded.
I've turned them on and stayed here building for like 2 hours, and I had a crowd of people the whole time. It's like I'm amazed that that was attracting anybody.
Oh yeah.
I just love doing panel liner on these chrome pieces.
It makes it look so much better.
Like instant gratification.
I find if I get kit chrome and it looks too toy-like, that if I just shoot a coat of gloss clear on it, it seems to tone it down a little bit too. Takes the toy look away from it.
Yeah. And I've even used stuff like Tamiya smoke and stuff on the chrome, like on the wheels and stuff, and it just kind of makes it look more like a black chrome.
Oh yeah, I have to take the furosemide. In fact, I have to take it tomorrow. Damn diuretic. I have too much fluid in my pericardium, so I have to take diuretics every other day. And I get to be the little boy fountain for the next 4 hours. Yeah, it does that too. It takes like for people with arthritis or the it helps pull the fluids out of the tissue, cut the swelling down. But yeah, for me, it has to take it's pulling the fluid out of my pericardium, so my heart can beat better. It's not being squeezed.
I think I've done all I possibly can from this vantage point, so I think I'm going to duck out on you guys.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate you letting me.
Hey, you're always welcome. Yeah, Kevin, the red fabric dye is kind of intense. I mean, it would work, but I think it'd be hard to control how much. It'd probably be just as well off with the India ink and the alcohol. And Bruce was showing an acrylic panel liner that he got today on his What Did I Buy Wednesday. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing before we had to start here, but I've mixed up with my acrylic paints like the Vallejos. I'll mix one up out of whenever I need it. I'll mix one up out of that. I've used the oils too. For weathering, shading, or some interference colors. If you don't, if you got to put them out on a cardboard for a little while and draw some of the linseed oil out of them, or that takes forever for them to dry. You're always welcome, Ken. Honestly, a lot of times I'll just mix up put a drop of Vallejo on my little cup palette, like usually one of these, and then put a good amount of water in it, and it flows just like the panel liner does. Especially if you've got, I use wet water, aka water with a touch of Dawn in it, so it doesn't beat up. Still getting saddled up, heading out for the speed bump, I guess. Yep, wet water has surface tension. There's something in it to break the surface tension. So it won't bead up. Probably putting clothes on. Okay. Now it's too long. That's a good part. That's a good thing. Because now I can sand it back for a better fit. Oh, if I'm outside, if it's above 50 degrees, I'm wearing shorts. And in the house all year long, I wear shorts. Just a little bit more. Have a good night, Donnie. Oh, Kevin wears the pants? Is that what you're saying? Okay. A little bit more over here. Just about got her. Okay, let's come in a little bit. Hope it kicks in soon. A little bit right here, and a little bit there. Forgot his battery charger, so he can't come in. All right. Time is it? 8:30. We'll probably shut down pretty soon anyway if nobody else comes in. A little bit more in the middle. Hey, Darren, how are you tonight?
Good. Oh, boy, am I the only one in here with you? Apparently.
Ken was just left. But it's been pretty
Okay.
slow. It's been pretty slow night, so that's okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know if we were going to make it. We planned on it, then I've got Kane today, so things just busy. And we never. He talked about wanting to build his model. Tonight, he wants to do a million things, and it's like, we can't do everything you're trying to do all at the same time. So, just working on the 65 Impala.
Is that the Foose one or is it a different one?
It's the Foose one.
Okay.
This is
Looks
I
good.
Thanks. I got the ass a little higher than I really wanted to. And but Chester, yes. Um I was gonna tear it apart, drop it down, but it comes to a point where I just want to finish it, and I'm afraid I will make it look not any better, and then get frustrated and probably not finish it.
Well,
So
it's got the '70s high school kid jack up on the
yeah,
back
with the big wheels.
and air
The
shocks.
wheel
Yeah.
wells I had to cut out for those big tires in the back, but I didn't fill the wheel well out to the edge like I kind of wanted to. But like I say, I'm just at a point that let's just finish it. Um, this car here has been a learner, learning new stuff since last year that I've been doing, but it's got its mistakes to it too. So I nicknamed it Garth after Garth Brooks because
Up here at Wayne World.
yeah, life's a dance. Learn as you go. Model building is a dance. Learn it as I go. So we'll finish this one up and move on to the next.
Yeah, been working on fitting this 3D hood onto the Coronet. Got it pretty close.
Oh yeah, that's that custom one you're doing, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
The, what if they did this one? Yeah, that'll be a
Well,
okay.
there's a picture of it, so somebody did it. So I'm copying the picture.
Yeah, yeah. Neat looking. Very neat looking. See Jimmy tonight, or
He
stopped
said
by?
hello in the chat. That's about it. So it's been pretty slow tonight.
Yeah, a lot of people's probably got stuff going on. Summer is officially more than half over now. So
Yeah, here kids go back to school in what 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks.
yeah. I've got Kane these 3 days. He goes back on the 17th, I guess.
I go
I'm
up
gonna
there.
get his older brother Mason next Wednesday. He wants to go fishing alone. They're 10 years apart.
I think they start here on the 9th. I think the first day of
Do
school.
they really?
8th or the 9th. We're the farming community, so they always start earlier, but then they're done by third week of May unless there's a boatload of snow days.
Gotcha.
Unlike a lot of city schools that go into June.
Yeah, I was trying to think. They generally don't go too far into June here.
It's not perfect, but it's about as close as I'm going to get. And this 3D hood was a little bit too short, so I glued some material on, and now I'm shaving that material back slowly for a good exact fit.
Now, did Don print that for you?
Yeah. Yeah, most of the city schools in Missouri wouldn't start until after Labor Day, but they're starting.
Yeah. Yeah.
starting earlier.
That's the same way with us. When I was in
The
high
ru-
school, yeah.
But the rural schools always started the first, second week in August, so that they could be out before hay season and stuff for the farm kids.
Yeah.
Here it is. Yeah, some of the city schools around here do go year round. They do the
Early.
6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or 4 weeks off, something like that. And they do go year round. And a couple of them are on a rotating schedule, so that a third of the school, because they don't have enough, not big enough or enough teachers, that a third of the
Oh,
students are out all the time.
yeah.
So all those students are divided up into 3 groups, and 2 of them are at school at one time. The third one's always off. When group 1 goes on, is off, and 2 and 3 are in, and when 1 comes back in, the 3 goes off or 2 goes off, and yeah, they rotate.
Oh,
Okay, I think I just about got it.
I hear footsteps coming down the stairs. Probably Kane. What?
We're gonna go for a walk.
You're gonna go for a walk?
Mhm.
Want to say hi to Bob?
Hi.
Okay. How you doing?
Good.
Building any more models?
Not yet.
Not yet.
He hasn't been here enough to build anything, and then he's got this. We're gonna do that one, but
Not yet.
Oh, the
Not
Hot Wheels.
yet. yeah. Here you go. Set it back. Are you taking off?
Hold on the box.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. See ya. See you guys. Yeah, his mom got to do a 5K last night at the asphalt track for Brian, Eric Jones. So she went and it was a fundraiser he was doing. I guess he does a lot of kid cancer research, he supports that and stuff.
Oh, they're still underpaid. I have a niece and 2 cousins that are teachers, and I mean they love their job and they're happy with it, but yeah, they do not make. They can definitely make more money in different professions.
It's a hard thing to do right now is being a teacher. I wouldn't want to be a teacher, and I would not want to be a police officer right now.
And my one cousin and my niece are both special needs teachers. So not politically correct to say they teach the short bus kids anymore.
No.
Okay. Get the burrs off of there. Yeah, I know when I was in school, our football coach had a painting business that he ran in the summertime. He was a house painter when he wasn't teaching.
Mhm.
And he said he made almost as much at painting houses in the 3 months of school was out as he did in school all year long, but he liked being the football coach and being at school, so that's why he kept doing it. And I can't say bad things anyway because my sister's on the board. She just got reelected last April to the Board of Education. Yeah, police are the same way. Yeah, they all have some kind of side hustle going. Yeah, my brother worked for fire department, and they would do 24 on, 24 off. So he always had a side business that he did on his off time. And now he's medically retired from the fire department. He does a side job all the time. And he gets his pension, so he's actually making more money now than he was when he was working. Hey, Onyx, how you doing tonight? My other Pontiac brother, Mr. Onyx Fierro.
Mhm.
He's doing the was it the Mobius Ventura right now? I got one of them over here. Okay, yeah, the Ventura. It's amazing. He's doing an amazing job on it. If you guys aren't following him, his builds, then you
What
need
channel is that?
Onyx Fierro.
Okay.
Yep, he's working on it right now. He's the last update or last pictures he showed, he had the dash lit up.
Oh, cool.
Been working on the interior. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Put the grill in to make sure. I think I want a little piece. Oh, here we have a volunteer fire department here in town. That's kind of the running joke. Eventually, it's everybody's turn to be fire chief.
One of those, huh?
Yeah. The election comes up. It's like, whose turn is it to be that fire chief this time? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna be lighting up the kit coming up very soon too. In fact, I just ordered the light kit for it today. Yep. I already built my fear. I got one more to build. Actually, I got about 4 more to build. I could build, but one more that I want to build right now. Sitting high now, but that might be from the. Let me go ahead and remove that part. As we started on the kit, let's worry about getting mashed in the box. If that hood sets in the way it's supposed to. Another kit or another rear one? I think I want to add a little strip on the bottom of that too. Just a filler piece. Another kit. Oh yeah. Well, I got 3 of the old monogram kits left, and I got 1 more of the AMT MPC, whatever it was, the 84 one. So I'm going to build it as the stock. I've never built it as the stock bare bones 4-cylinder. I've always built that kit as the wide body. I'm going to build it next time as the regular kit. I would love to have my Furo back if I still fit in it. I doubt I even still fit in it. I could get in. I don't know if I could get out.
They weren't the easiest car to get out of.
I had loads of fun with that car. It was just my only car at the time, and it just was not practical. So
No, they are not. They would go through some snow, though, 'cause they were flat on the bottom. They had the engine. Kind of like the old Corvairs.
yep, that's it's a super bird or super B.
Super duper bird.
Super B. It is going to be a Pro Street Super B with the wing on it. To match a photograph that I found on the interwebs. And it's going to have the, turn this off so you can see it. It's going to have the Trident or Pickle Fork hood on it. It's going to have the wing on the back. It's going to be cool. Of course, I guess I could say a lot of cars, they weren't very practical. Technically, my GTO wasn't very practical either. Definitely wasn't economical. On my 280Z, that was an overall fun blast of a car. That one I really did enjoy. That would have probably been a car I would have kept forever if it wouldn't have got mashed in an accident. So I had the turbo straight six with the 5-speed transmission. That thing would blow anything off the street in the 8th mile pretty much. Now in a quarter mile they could catch me because I would wind out too fast. I liked it because it had built-in beer coolers in it. Got gloss clear on the Mustang. Cool.
You doing Saturday night, Bob, or is Dan?
One of us will be. I talked to him, see if we maybe can alternate until Brian can come back, so I don't have to do it every week.
I'm ready to go.
You want to start on it?
So I'm on.
Just Bob. Give me a few minutes. Let me get this to a point where I can start.
This one?
Oh, that's cool.
I picked up a 32nd scale 69 Corvette.
Where'd you find that?
Hobby Lobby.
That's 32nd scale?
Yep.
Really?
It was like $12.
Very nice.
Oh, the Hot Wheel out.
The one on the cover right looks like crap because they put
So I can play
super
with it.
thick panel line wash
I'm
in
gonna
it.
get the Hot Wheel out and I'm gonna play with it with that.
So it looked kind of weird at first. I actually stuck the box open to look at the body before I bought it because the box art makes it look kind of weird.
It looks a little boxy, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the actual body is not that way. I think it's just the way they painted it in the white and used that real thick, heavy panel line makes it look off.
Yeah.
The Hot Wheel. Dun.
Yeah.
Why is it type with it?
That's
When I
it.
first saw it, I thought it was a Opal.
Oh, like an Opel GT.
Yeah, They kind of had
Why is
that
it
kind of
changing?
It's
kind of
from
look to it. But then
I don't know.
the Lego model,
It's just a Lego.
but it's an epoxy.
okay, that should work. Let's put a little resin in there to fill it out. Yeah, it's curbside. That's what I like though. They're quick
Right.
swamp buster builds that you can focus on putting a really nice paint job or mask off and do some kind of crazy paint job on there. That kind of stuff. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
you
my
can.
little, like this little guy here. I mean, I cut
Yeah.
the wild little Bugatti. I put the wild color shift paint on it.
It looks good, Bob.
Yeah, I'm real happy with the way this turned out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to get mine out building up.
I'd like to get some other models like that. The only one, the Hobby Lobby has the DV5, which I'll probably get one of those if I run across it. But I'm sure Airfix has other ones besides those two.
Yeah. You said they had some of those other snap kits there too, like the GTR and that.
Oh, yeah, the GTR was the Aoshima kit. Yeah, I picked up another one, a different one of those. The Supra, something like that.
We just got the one up there. The one Hiroshima was like, I don't know, a Nissan or something. It was kind of cool, but I didn't buy it.
Well, apparently different stores are getting different ones because I went to 3 different ones yesterday, and each one of the stores they all had Aoshima kits, but they all had different ones. None of them had the same.
Okay, maybe they're trying them out
kit.
at different areas.
I think they just they're just throwing it in a box. No, Dan is Gary Ride to Win has a thing going or a feud going or argument going with Lieutenant Dan, and they kind of parted ways a little bit. I'm sure they'll make up in time, but it's not you. It's different Dan. Yeah, the ones that were at yesterday were all packed full on kits. They didn't have the Craftsman kit, that one everybody wants. They didn't have that one there. They did have the Atlantis 56 Bel Air. They had that one. I grabbed the Mercedes, the 32nd scale Mercedes. I grabbed that one.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
And then I grabbed that Supra. Or I think not a Supra, it's a Mazda. Oh, let me just grab it. Oh. Yeah, it is an RX-7. It's an RX-7 that I got. Which will be a fun one. We'll do some kind of a Tokyo Drift style paint job on that one. And then the Fair Lady Z, we'll probably do it pretty much stock. We might swap out. Get somebody to print me some different wheels, and maybe other than that, I'll probably run that as a stock kit. But these were, one was 18 and one was 20, so it's not bad price. And I do like those Aoshima car kits. And they did have the Aoshima Skyline there yesterday, but I didn't get it. I should have, but I didn't. Because I know somebody's looking for one. fact, I even saw a Volkswagen Beetle and those Aoshima snap kits. One of the shops had one of those. Okay. And saw yesterday that the round two, the 250 Firebird funny car, those are going to be shipping anytime now. So we should be able to get that. But yeah, other than that, they were fully stocked on all their kits. They had all the normal ones, and then they had some motorcycle kits there too, which I hadn't seen before.
Did they?
They were like the die-cast motorcycle kits.
Oh yeah.
They were like but they look cool. Yeah, I went to the regular hobby shop and they didn't have hardly any Aoshima kits. Because they had a bunch of sci-fi Aoshima kits, but they didn't, as far as car kits, they didn't have very many, hardly any at all. And they did have the fire armor kit. I almost bought that one and didn't do it. Next time I go up there, I'll probably get that one because I'm end of the month. I'm kind of running tight on budget. So I choice between buying two $15 kits or one $30 kit. We have right now we get two 15s. I built the Polar Lights Beetle, the Herbie. That one was a decent kit.
Oh yeah, they did repop that, didn't they?
I think kind of the neat thing is that to make it accurate, when they made those movies, Volkswagen wouldn't endorse it. So the movie studio had to take all the VW badges off the bug, and even the hubcaps were different.
Really?
Because they because they wouldn't. So then the kit's the same way. It doesn't have any VW markings on it anywhere, which saves them too because they don't have to pay the licensing from VW.
Royalties that way.
Oh, I bet it would put an electric motor in a bug. Because they're so light. Yeah. You have torque for days. Kevin has pink nail polish. Is that what you're saying? The Pontiac build ends on December 31st. But if you're running late, I won't take. Nobody's going to take your birthday away. That's just the official end day. I mean, you can build Pontiacs forever. Make me happy. So I plan on doing at least 3 or 4 more Pontiacs before the year's out. The Ventura, that Pro Mod 70 Goat. I got the War Eagle going right now. The other Fiero. I got a Grand Prix back there. I got the Ventura, the one that Onyx is doing. I've got one of those. You never know. I've got kit. I've been wanting to do kit. So I'll have several more builds, Pontiac builds before the end of the year. Who knows? We may next year just switch over to keep it forever running, just Pontiac group build instead of the 100 years. Just make it a Pontiac group build. So I'll take what's changed. All I have to do is change the name on the Facebook page, and it can go on forever. Off this corner here. Yeah, I know the Aoshima one is much better, but it's also a lot harder to get. I guess so. I got the AMT one, but that's okay. I don't mind. I gotta shorten this. Not sitting in here straight now. Yeah, I do. I got some Pontiac black to do that with. It's called Bandit Black for the. it off of there. Yeah, I see him at the shows all the time. I just haven't grabbed one because I'd love to get the Part Works one or Fan Home one, but that's just too expensive. Okay. Just about there. We've only been working on this hood for what, 3 hours, 3.5 hours? Yeah, I know it's only a few dollars a month, but let's see, I'm not that patient. I'd have to order. You can order it in four shipments, or you can order it all at one time. And I'm afraid I'd have to want it all at one time. I don't think I'd want to, because I've watched it being built, and some of those parts packs come in. There's like you put in 3 screws and a piece of plastic, and then you got to wait for another 6 weeks till the next parts kit shows up. Oh, the lighting kit, I can, Tenna Controls makes a lighting kit for it. So I have the lighting kit to do the scanner on the front. And I'll probably I'm thinking I'll do a clear resin cast of the dash so I can light it, and then I'll light the tail light so when I build it. Yeah, it's like $1,500, $1,800 for those.
Be careful carrying that up.
Should have been smart when they first started up, and like Wayne got in as an affiliate, and he builds the kits on video. He gets them for free, makes his money on the monetization, then he sells the kit when it's built, when it's done. But those kit was about the only one that really piqued my interest. I mean, the DeLorean was kind of cool, but apparently it was so freaking inaccurate. You had to spend almost another $800 on correction parts from another company to make it accurate. think I'm going to call that good. Oh, the base support, that's not an issue. I've got plenty of that. They are, but you look at it, I mean, even this, I'll probably have 100, 150 bucks in this one before it's all done. If I had, fortunately, I'm getting a lot of parts for free from friends, but otherwise, you know, because the hood would have cost you 10 bucks, the wheels would have cost 25, the kit would have been like 40 or 50 bucks because they're not in production no more. Plus, I had to have the Roadrunner kit to copy the wing off of. Time I bought paint, just the color paint was 10 bucks. Primer, about 8 or 10 bucks. Well, you know it. Wire the engine, or put a 3D printed engine in it. Yeah, you're flirting with that 100 bucks real quick. Yeah, Kevin, that's what Wayne Green did. He got in with them early on, and that's what he does. He builds them. They send him all those kits, and he builds them on his channel. That's what his whole channel is just him building those part works and fan home kits. So he gets them for free, and then once he's built it, he sells them. So he makes the money from the monetization, and he gets from the built videos, and then he's got the kit to sell when he's done, the built kit. Okay. Cleaning this mess up. Down here. Let me show you what we got going on. We got our hood fitting on. I think it's pretty darn good.
That looks good, man. That looks really cool.
It won't lay down quite flat because the tape is underneath of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got that fitting pretty good. I'll say size is an issue for me because if it's something I don't have room for, I can put it out in my brother's shop. We got plenty of room there. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let me kind of cobble it together for you guys. That's kind of what we're gonna have. So yeah, it ought to be looking cool. All right. Well, it is almost 9:30. I think we've done about as much as we can do tonight.
Yup. I'm about just let this set for the night and dry out. One more thing, I think I'm gonna wear gloves to put the car together once it's painted and cleared.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Thank everybody for coming in tonight. We had quite a good crowd going. Kind of short staffed on screen, but the chat was looking pretty good. And so either me or Dan will be on Saturday night. We'll see you guys all then.
Later, Bob. Take care, guys. I'll have a good night.